Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again. This is the third video I'm making about the songs that I put on my two-part album. This is from the first part. This is going to be about the song called Shoes, or Los Shoes. And again, I just want to thank you for taking some time with me. I'm going to play the song at the end, but I also want you to know that the links to the part 1 and part 2 of Art of Righteousness by Nick Anderson. The links are in the description below, and you can find those albums on Spotify or Apple or YouTube Music. And I just want to say thanks again for any time you spend with me. But I want to talk about the song Los Shoes. Originally it was called Shoes. I added the Spanish Los to it because half of the song is about Mexico, the second half anyway. And this song was written probably back in, I started writing the song in probably 1995 or so, 1994. It was quite a while ago. But this song is about a pair of shoes that I wore for probably about 2 years, probably 3 years actually. And they're a pair of Airwalks, skateboarding shoes. Back then, Airwalk was probably the best skate shoe. And I found a pair that I really liked, and actually they were both, they were two different sizes. You know, one was like a 9.5, one was a 9 or something like that. Someone had mixed them up at the store, but I bought them anyway because they fit well, and I wore those things and I skated in them, and I did all kinds of things in those shoes, and they protected my feet for that whole time. And I think I wore those shoes every day. I even saved them after they wore out, thinking I was going to bronze them or something because they had just been through so much with me. And so I wrote this song probably as a metaphor for things that we take for granted. And you know, it starts off by talking about the shoes themselves. I commend you on the way you strap my feet upon this rolling world, your ground. These caves, they nestle my feet in harmony upon the air, walking around, again, to the Airwalk shoes. So how many cultures of feet have run away, O leather souls that have slowly built decay? Our landfills are graveyards to friends that never minded toe jam. Kind of a silly song, but I wanted to put this on my YouTube channel, and I talked about the song, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 months ago. And I just think that there are so many things in this world right now that we just need to be more grateful for. I'm really grateful for shoes. I think about all the thousands of years that people didn't really have the kind of shoes that we have today, and maybe that's part of the reason why we're getting so soft. But this song also talks about having fun and living a life free of worry about other people. It starts off talking also about skateboarding. I rode them far, driving they pump, grinding steel throughout city dry trenches. And that's a reference to skateboarding and grinding on steel coping and riding in city trenches where waterways that are dry that, you know, really act as kind of, you know, really crude half pipes, and finding places to skate. And that was so much of my life when I was younger, just being carefree and having fun. And the second half is about how they protected my feet on broken bottles in Mexico. And then there's a part where it talks about stingrays stinging my feet because they were pissed, the piss sound, and they stung my feet because I was shooting them and killing them in these oases that would, you know, water would collect when the tide would go out. And one time we were running around with our BB guns and bare feet, and we were shooting stingrays, you know, just doing stupid stuff like some boys do, not all, but, you know, it felt like a Lord of the Flies or something like that. And we were shooting stingrays, and I got so excited I stepped in the water. And as a couple stingrays were coming toward me, and I was trying to shoot them and stop them, and as I was walking backwards, I stepped on the tail of a stingray. And if you've ever felt the, you know, part that comes out, the tail, it's very rough going one way, and the barb, the stinger, is at the base. And so I stepped on the tail, and it sliced the bottom of my foot and then stung the top of my other foot. And I've deserved every bit of pain that I got from that. And, part of it was because I didn't have my shoes on. So just silly stuff. You write songs about weird things. But I love this song. It's passionate because of a pair of shoes and shoes in general. And I also talk about how long has it been, asking everybody, who's listening to this, how long has it been since you cut the rug? How long has it been since you went dancing upon these comfortable toes, these rumbling toes getting down? So there's a lot of references. It's not supposed to make a ton of sense, but as I think about what's going on in the world and, the things that we just take for granted, and I think about the work that we do, I think about the shoes that I wore out on my mission. I think about the shoes that have protected me, while I was riding dirt bikes or walking down the street, the shoes I wore as I was running away from danger, the shoes I wore when I was helping people. I mean, there's so many things that we do that are worthwhile, and even memories where we learn from our mistakes, and we're wearing shoes that protect our feet and allow us to do things that maybe we wouldn't have done. I just think that there's things that we need to think about beyond the really, really big, important things that are, newsworthy. How about you just, with me, take a second and just think about things like your shoes that protect your feet and allow you to have fun and serve and really share the gospel and teach Christ-like love, and to practice doing the things that others may not have been able to do because they don't have shoes. Anyway, this is a short video. I hope you listen to the song again. It sounds better if you listen to it through Spotify or Apple or YouTube Music if you have it. I think it's free on Spotify. I hope you're listening to these songs loud, and I recommend listening to them with headphones. I think they sound better. When you listen to new music that's not on the radio all the time, it's hard to get used to it, and these are songs that I'm really proud of. And all of these songs, part one really is before my conversion, before I started my conversion anyway, and started practicing and started really trying to live according to the gospel. The second part two, which is released, but I'm not talking about those songs yet, but they're there. It's really about experiences I had since I started down that path, and really starting with a conversion experience that I've shared on this channel before. But take some time and think about the things that you take for granted, and that could be anything, pants. I'm grateful for pants. Anyway, God bless you all. Take care. Until next time.
Waves drive crack through these streets. I'm on this Mexican dry ground. Yeah, these innocent ladies, they were shot by me personally. My naked feet, they were stung by. Many cultures, I feel run away. Oh, let the souls feel slowly with decay. Our landfills, our graveyards, the feds never mind. Feel they won't mind the closure. Many cultures, I feel run away. Oh, let the souls feel slowly with decay. Yeah, our landfills, our graveyards, the feds never mind it. The feds never mind it. Never mind it. My friends never mind it. I rolled in far, driving up on grinding steel through these trenches. I've heard them fall, and certainly not running. How long's it been since you got that love? My bones rumble